Hi, so this is Abra Hussain talking about my film One Day in the Haram. So One Day in the Haram is a feature-length documentary. It's about the Kaaba in Mecca, and basically we had the idea for this film actually while I was in the UK, and I specifically came out to Saudi and stayed here for like 2 years to produce this film. It was a very long and tortuous road. It took us 8 months to get the permissions from all the various different ministries who had to be consulted and agreed to sign the project off. That took 8 months, a further 6 months in production, and then a further 8 months in post-production. So it took almost 2 years to bring the project completely to a close. Alhamdulillah, now the film is in the Cinetech at the Dubai International Film Festival, so it's viewable for all the buyers around the world. We've had a lot of interest in the film. The film is actually set from the perspective of the workers in the Haram, so this was like a unique idea, it had never been done before. Even the BBC, National Geographic, these kind of channels, when they'd gone into the Haram, they'd always done it from the perspective of the worshippers, the people who travel from outside and come into Saudi Arabia to visit the Haram. But we did it from the perspective of the people who are there every day, and they will basically, work there day in, day out, and it's basically about their daily working lives and how the Haram is organized. I suppose in terms of people to thank, there's obviously the production company Arabiya Pictures, which put a lot of faith in the project and put a lot of faith in me as a director and a writer. Also Al Riyasa department, which is the media department of the Haram, they basically were the ones who really pushed the project and got it through to the attention of Sheikh Sadais, who basically Sheikh Sadais is the general president of the holy mosques, and he took a liking to the idea. He liked the idea of having it set in one day through the 5 prayers and from the perspective of the workers. He liked all of this, so he really threw his weight behind the project, and that's when everything really started moving for us. I think the reception for the film at the moment has been really good. Everyone who I showed the trailer to just says, oh, it's so beautiful. So, a lot of people are really feeling the film. They're feeling the visuals. Obviously, I did the cinematography on the film as well, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, so ongoing projects. I mean, a funny thing happened once we released the trailer for One Day in the Haram in Saudi Arabia. We got a lot of attention straight away. Got several calls the very next day from ministries. But the best call by far that we got was from the Prince of Medina, who basically said that, hey, I really like this film and I really want you to come and film something for me in Medina about the Holy Mosque in Medina, exactly like this film. So basically from the perspective of the workers and doing the same thing, but with regard to Medina instead of Mecca. And that was really great, because to have a patron like the Prince, we went there, we had a meeting, and he basically told us, okay, I want it to be called One Day in Medina. So it's going to be like a sister piece to One Day in the Haram, another feature-length documentary. There's also a project going on with the Saudi Football Federation for the World Cup. Saudi just got into the World Cup, and there's also another documentary going on that is about extremism and how to combat extremism. I mean, since One Day in the Haram got released, basically since the trailer came out and people started seeing it, I mean, it's been really amazing that we've attracted so much attention for feature-length documentaries. We're known for this now, as in we have built a reputation off this film for that, so we're getting many projects like that. But also we are developing a feature-length film. Obviously cinema is just coming in Saudi Arabia now. One Day in the Haram will be one of the first films to be shown widely across cinemas in Saudi Arabia, because obviously it's family friendly, it's religious based, everyone likes it, no one's got an objection to it, whereas other films may have a problem with, censorship and this and that, but our film, alhamdulillah, we think it will be on all the cinemas. So a lot of really interesting projects coming up, and a lot of really interesting meetings we had here in DIF, obviously looking for co-producers for our film, and looking to make contacts within the MENA region. So DIF has been very useful for that.